Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Welcome back to Master the Fun, and today on Elder Scrolls Online with the upcoming Greymoor chapter coming out. I believe the revised date of release is the 26th of May for PC. We have the new Antiquities system for the excavation and scrying skill lines that will be new, and as you can see here, getting right into it. This is just basics. We're not going into detail here. You go to the World tab and you'll see excavation and scrying, and there are a ton of points. It's like 30 skill points, I believe, in total, which is ridiculous. That's what, 90 shards, you know? I mean, assuming you don't get it from some other way. Anyway, so basically we're just going to show how to start the mission, how to start the Antiquities Scrying and Excavation skill line. It's mixed. Excavation is part of the scrying. It's like the second part of it. So you just have to start the one. If you see here in West Skyrim, we're in Solitude. Right here in the middle of town in an alley, you'll see the paper on the wall that you can start the quest. There's the brown house here. That's pretty much the key, and the arch with the ivy. And you'll see the paper here on the wall, calling all antiquarians. So yeah, it looks pretty complicated, at least from the start. You know, I'm sure it'll be easy once everybody, you know, dives into it. But at least from the beginning, it looks a bit complicated. And I did find a video. I'm gonna tell you the who does a really good explanation of it. He seems to be a new YouTuber, but I found his video. It seems to be one of the few out there that have a nice detailed explanation on how the scrying works and then how the excavation works. Like I said, it's, at least from the beginning, it's a bit complicated, you know, but it looks interesting, you know. He makes some good points about it being kind of pointless once you max out. It's kind of like too easy, you know. It's basically you can't fail according to him. And I'll put the link in the notes below the video so you can see a better explanation. But here is where the first NPC is for it. So, like I said, it's pretty interesting. The actual UI for the scrying looks a little bit confusing. You have to connect foci. There's, I believe, 6 foci, which is like the little circles. It's like almost like a mini puzzle game. So, of course, I'm sure everyone will get better at it as time goes on with practice. So yeah, like I said, I'll put the link in the notes below so you can see further details on how to actually do the scrying and excavation. Like I said, a couple of points that he missed, I just put here in the video now, as far as, you know, how to actually start the mission, which, you know, asking in zone chat, you don't really get a lot of answers, at least not this early on, because this is on PTS right now, so, you know, I don't want to give away any spoilers. The pages you need to find to start scrying are called leads. You can find them from chests, world boss drops, and even traveling merchants. Once you read or use them, they disappear, and you can look for them in the locations there on the left side. Then you open your map to that location, and under the Antiquities tab, where you can then right-click the little hexagons to open the scrying interface. So if you look in your quest journal, you'll see the tab for the Antiquities system. And not only in the journal, but also, yes, also in the world there on the side tab, you'll have it. But in the journal, when you press J, there'll be a tab on top, as you saw there. So,
You do not want to get on my
but to actually scry, like to actually begin, when you hit map, once you've found one of these like recipes, there you'll see here. When you hit map, there'll be a tab there on the upper right. That's the new Antiquities tab. You right-click on the little circle. It's another little point that, you know, sometimes people miss these little details. You know, how do you actually do that, you know? So you right-click on the little circle, and that opens up the UI for the scrying, or let's say the little mini game, you know. So you connect the foci with the facets. You know, all this new terminology now. They're basically all little, you know, hexagons. So you just got to connect those 6 main hexagons, not to each other, just to the main starting point, which is down there below. That kind of crystalline diamond shape below. And he goes into how it all works, you know, because like I said, it does seem a little bit complicated. You gotta match the shapes and you gotta connect them all, and you only have a certain amount of tries, and oh my god, it's yeah. It's gonna take some studying, I think. So anyway, so just a brief introduction, you know, not too much detail. I don't know it well enough myself, but at least I wanted to help people figure out where to actually start it, because, you know, I don't know how big this place is going to be, but that was kind of a hidden thing, and nobody seemed to have an answer for where it started. So as usual, I turned to a video, and the video I found from him didn't find it either. I mean, he didn't mention it either, so I said, alright, I'll just make a little video on where it is. That's about it. A quick little video, you know. So I hope this was helpful. I know there wasn't much to it, but thank you anyway for dropping in and supporting. Like, subscribe, it's free to do so for both. And yeah, hope to see you all soon again. And as always, have fun. Cheers.